So welcome back to another review for James as part of this 3-pack of Breaking Bad Season 3 episodes 3, 4, and 5. I just talked about episode 3, which pretty much nothing happened. I mean, hell, to sum up, the Bryan Cranston's Walter White, he breaks to the house, won't leave. The wife Skyler calls the cops, but they can't do anything because he didn't hit her. He didn't do anything illegal because the divorce isn't finalized, it's not on paper, and she won't tell the cops that he's done criminal stuff because doesn't want their son to know that the dad is a criminal. Aaron Paul's Jesse bought a house. He listened to a phone message from this girl he liked who died. Listens to like a dozen times throughout the episode. Dean Norris, the cop who's a friend with Bryan Cranston, he's getting more agitated since the firefight he had before, and he's been affected by it. It just felt like nothing happened in that episode. Here, it starts churning a little bit. A little bit. So, Bryan Cranston finds out, of course, at the last episode that his wife slept with someone. So, Bryan Cranston gets pissed, tries to confront the guy, but can't get in. Then he finds out that Saul, played by Bob Odenkirk, the lawyer, has bugged his house. He's upset about that, so Bryan Cranston fires Saul. Cool to see Jonathan Banks in there. I remember him from he was in 48 Hours, he was in Beverly Hills Cop, he's been in quite a few stuff throughout the years. He was on the TV show Wise Guy. Again, nice to see him. Good character actor. I like him as Mike. I like the bits that he says to Walter White. Hey, you never know, you may need someone to watch your back. Because those guys that was in the previous episode, they're still wanting to kill Walter White eventually. Bryan Cranston stupidly tries to have sex with his co-worker, the principal, because he was a teacher. He pretty much gets fired for that. It's a very stupid thing to do. It just seems like something a lot dumber than he usually acts, but I guess that's the point, is he's not thinking straight. Sees Jesse, Aaron Paul's character, they talk in a car, and then Jesse says he's going to start cooking. Walter White gets pissed at that. I was waiting for Aaron Paul to say, well, you're not cooking anymore, so why do you give a shit? But he's like, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Eventually, he talks with the lawyer, Saul, Jonathan Banks. Jonathan Banks talks to Giancarlo Esposito. Esposito figures something out, so he says, fine, take the deal. Gets the meth. Gives Jesse half, Walter half. Giancarlo Esposito's doing that because he's thinking that Walter White's going to have so much pride in what he does and his work that he's going to be pissed that this substance that's less than the high quality Walter White did is out on the market. Meanwhile, Dean Norris, he is on the look for Heisenberg. It's Walter White, but he doesn't know it's Walter White. He's looking for this RV. He finds the wrong one, and this couple playing, I don't know, it's like a 60, 70-year-old couple, but they're playing, I don't know, strip poker or something. But he drops in on them. He makes a mistake. And eventually his partners don't go to El Paso, which was supposed to be him, But at the same time, he said no, so it's only his fault anyway. So again, it feels like we're moving a bit more, but it seems like we only moved like a couple inches. And it felt like episode 3 and 4 could have been put together and still be a cohesive whole. So I don't know. It still wasn't as interesting other than seeing Jonathan Banks. That was cool to see him. It's really episode 5 that, and I did episode 3 and 4. I had to build it up to get to that, but it seems like this season's moving a bit more in slow motion to me. But maybe that's just me. At least Aaron Paul has a little bit more to do in this episode, taking the initiative to start cooking again, but yet still be sober. We see a little bit of that bit in Walter White's character where even though he says he's out of the game, even though he says he's out cleaning, yet he doesn't want someone to take credit for his stuff. Because what was established early on is that he was tired of being overlooked. He was tired of being a nobody. He was tired of being kind of looked over and like the people that kind of come out and they made all this money, but yet he became a teacher. And he feels like he was cut out of that. And he was pushed out of that. He does not want to feel that again, so more than likely this is why he's so adamant about, no, you don't cook my recipe. And Aaron Paul's like, fuck you, you're gone, I'm going to do it anyway. So the acting is good. I mean, that does carry the show, is the acting and the characters. So yeah, even though episode 3 and 4, I mean, I'm not big on them, but at the same time, they're better than a lot of TV shows in terms of you do have strong actors, and these characters have become fairly well defined. So there's that. But other than that, yeah, it was a bit better than episode 3. Episode 5, I would say, is, the best of the 3, which I'll get to in a bit. So it was there, this episode. With that said, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.